What an honor it is for me. What an honor it is for our county. What a wonderful person this gentleman is. There is no one better setting up in Nashville, and I know there's other senators here in this office. We are so proud of you, Jack. Come on up and do your thing.
Well, all I want to say is a couple of things. First of all, thank you. Thank you for the honor of allowing me to represent you in the Tennessee State Senate. I cannot tell you what an incredible honor that is. And I've enjoyed it. And if it's okay with you, next year I'm going to ask you for another 4 years in the Tennessee General Assembly. Is that all right? Thank you. Getting to serve with the folks I get to serve with is incredible. A couple of quick notes. You probably saw in the media just recently, Tennessee was rated the lowest indebted state per capita in the entire United States of America. Not too long ago, we were rated the number 3 freest state in the nation, behind only North and South Dakota. And all I got to say is North and South Dakota, we're coming after you because we want to be the number 1 most freest state in the nation. A lot of great things going on in Tennessee. We balance our budget. We've got money in the bank. We've got a AAA credit rating. We're doing things right. We want to make Tennessee the best place to own and operate a business in the entire nation. We do that right, everything else seems to fall into place. Now, sadly, as y'all know, Washington is broken. And Washington could learn some things from the way we run the state of Tennessee, from the way the folks in Texas run the state of Texas and other states. I could go down a long, long list. And all I got to say is thank God for people like Rand Paul and Congressman Marsha Blackburn that are fighting for us in Washington, D.C. If we had more people like Congressman Blackburn and Senator Paul that believe in the United States Constitution, they believe in the 10th Amendment, they believe in a limited federal government, lower taxes, personal responsibility, this nation would be a whole lot better place to live. So they're fighting the good fight up there. It is my honor and my pleasure to introduce my friend and our congressman from the 7th Congressional District, Marsha Blackburn.
Thank you, Jack, and thank you. Thank you all for being here. And isn't Jack doing an awesome job? I have to tell you, I am so excited about what is happening in our state. I am so excited what our Republican-led Senate and House is able to accomplish. I have to join Jack in saying it is an absolute pleasure and honor to represent you. And I thank you for that opportunity to represent you and to go to Washington and to fight the fight. I love the fact that Senator Rand Paul came to Washington, D.C. with an agenda that was absolutely fantastic. Let's cut federal spending. What a novel idea. So let's give it up and welcome Senator Rand Paul.
Thank you. My dad told me one thing. He says, when you give a speech, just be careful there's nobody behind you.
I'm a physician, and, I've not been a big fan of Obamacare, to say the least. But the thing is, the president just wants to take care of you. He really just thinks you're too stupid to take care of yourself. So one way he's going to make you healthier and more robust and avoid all those trips to the doctor is they're going to add more codes. When you go to the doctor, they have to mark a code to charge you, and it goes into the data banks. So there's 18,000 of these codes. Well, the president said, you know what? People will be healthier if we have 144,000 codes. So we're going from 18,000 codes to 144,000 codes. 312 new codes just for injuries from animals, including 72 new codes for injuries from birds, including 9 new codes for injuries from the macaw. Well, the president says, oh, we could never cut enough money. There's no way we could survive. But guess what? We did survive the sequester. All the traffic controllers are still working. All the meat inspectors are still working, despite what the president tried to do, because he tried to lay off the most important people, the people we would notice first, instead of allowing it to occur and giving people the ability to move money around and find waste. In fact, I've encouraged, and I'm pretty close, and we may be able to pass this bill, to give bonuses to federal employees based on finding savings. So if you have a $12 million budget and you save $1 million, I'd give you a $10,000 raise. Incentives work. That works in the private marketplace. Why don't we pay federal employees to save money? As a party, though, sometimes we get trapped in, well, we're against taxes and regulations and we're for balanced budgets. That's all true. We think debt's bad, all true. But then when you say to a young person or to a poor person, you say, we're against taxes and regulations, they say, well, I don't have any money. I really care so much about my taxes or regulations or this and that. But you know the one thing they do care about, one thing young people care about? They care about privacy. They care about an expectation of privacy. They're online, they're on the internet, they make phone calls. And they think, and I agree with them, that no one should be looking at your phone records. No one should be listening to your phone calls. We're doing fine in the presidential election in Tennessee and in Kentucky and many other states throughout the South. But if we want to win national elections again, we want to win a presidential election, we're going to have to be a bigger party. I think things like liberty, things like your privacy, things like defending the Fourth Amendment, I think these are important things, and I think they can help us to grow the party. And above all, what I think we need to do is there's an image, and this image comes from a painter. His name was Robert Henron, and he painted at the turn of the last century, and he said to young painters, he said, paint like a man coming over the hill singing. And we need to have that optimism. You want people to come to your party, you've got to be optimistic about what you're going to do for them. Whether you're going to protect their rights, whether you're going to grow the economy, whether you're going to make everybody's boat float more, whether you're going to get better schools for everybody. These are things we should talk about, and we need to have a bigger, broader, more appealing message. And I think when we become the party that proclaims our message, which is a great message, but when we proclaim our message, like a man coming over a hill singing, then we'll thrive again. Thank you very much.
Let's hear it for United States Senator Rand Paul in Williamson County tonight. And thank you for being here for my 7th annual barbecue. Thank y'all very much.